Reese is super shuffling, preparing himself for the final match. So here we are. We've got Reese Wiggins running Monarchs. We got Jaime Gutierrez running Mega Bug Tempo. Here comes the dice roll.
And I'm Bobby Brake, tagging along, commentating. I just lost in top 4 to Jaime, so. All right, and to note, Reese is using a Nature Light Darkness Monarch deck, and he's using 59 cards, so it's pretty hefty. But he uses a whole bunch of ramp to help him get to that turn 9 and turn 10 to play his Monarchs.
Yeah, I guess you gotta have a lot of cards when you put half of them in the main zone.
Yeah, he has a lot of ramp in his deck. He's also using Grudge Reaver and Mad Watcher, so he likes that random discard and stuff.
Charge Twilight Archon.
Mm-hmm.
Charge the Stormspark Blast.
All right, so now Jaime unlocked all his colors, so he's good to play anything in his deck. Oh, and he has the turn 2 mana pod, which is really good. Start that early progression, because he needs to win early game, and if he doesn't, he's going to fall to all the Monarchs. And it looks like Reese didn't get any of his early blockers, so it helps Jaime just start swinging. And
You got a shield with no shield blast.
yep.
Recharge Containment Field.
Ooh, he ended up
Bone
Bones
Blades.
He dealt with the mana pod, but it helped Jaime ramp, so I don't know if that was a great thing to do. Because now he's going to 5 mana, and next turn he'll be able to play Hive Queen. And Reese only has 4 mana.
It looks like Reese is holding the Terror Pit.
Does?
Okay. He's got a couple of Shield Blasts in his mana zone.
I see a Homunculon and his Laws.
So he may not be feeling that comfortable about what he's got in the shield zone.
Mm-hmm. Can't tell what that is. Sorry about the glare. He put a die on it, so I'm not sure. And that's Homunculon to tap whatever that creature is, and it was Keeper Laws. All right. It's not a great play just putting Keeper Laws out against Mega Bugs and having no other creatures, but I guess I don't think Reese opened up with a decent hand, and that's a Mad Watcher. The same thing as Grudge Reaver, except when it's banished, they randomly discard a card out of their hand. And it's a 3 for 1500 blocker skirmisher.
Reese is already up to 6 mana, so we may see a Ramnoth here soon.
Mm-hmm. Jaime thinking about what to do. See a Scamp in his hand. It'd be really good if he had Hive Queen right now. Oh, he has the Blinder Beetle Prime, which is pretty good too.
Well, Blinder Beetle's going to do some work.
He's going in.
No Shield Blast.
Jaime double checking.
Probably wants to play that Cyber Scamp before he's willing to kill it.
Jaime's debating going in. I don't think going in is the right move because he already has 2 shields. The next turn, Jaime can just break the 2 shields and then attack for game. Mm-hmm. And he decides against it, so that was good for Jaime. And Reese, you said you saw a Terror Pit in his hand?
He ended up having to charge it.
Oh, he charged it? All right. Because right now, Terror Pit would really help him out. But then the Terror Pit, he needs to play at least like 2 blockers or something to save him.
Absolutely.
But if he plays 1 blocker, then that'll be okay. But more likely, Jaime will have an answer for it, and then he'll be able to tap it with the other blocker with Blind Beetle Prime.
It looks like Jaime is holding Piercing Judgment.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that's really good.
This might be game right here.
Yep. Unless Reese has a Storm Spark, but even then, I don't think he'll be able to recover from the onslaught. Reese is thinking a long time for this because if he makes one wrong move against an aggressive deck, it'll just all go wrong. Looks like he has a goop. He's debating putting down a mana, and he does. And Ripper Reaper. That was a good move. It's really good. It's actually better than Terror Pit.
Keeping Reese in the game here. He's getting rid of one card out of Jamie's hand.
And one of the two really best creatures in Jamie's deck. He gets rid of the loss. That way he's able to break the 2 shields next turn.
Downside, though, he opens himself. Well, he was going to be open up to Terror Pit or anything else anyways.
Yeah. And
there
like
goes Piercing Judgment. That's just how quickly this game can change.
And there's Rosoka for the Ripper Reaper. And a Cyber Scamp. So now if he has a Shield Blast, he'll just get another creature in. So the next couple turns might be the end of it. Looks like he may have had a Shield Blast. I'm debating using it. The Scamp really causes problems for Reese right now. And it looks like he only has 7 mana, so it's not enough to even play Andromeda. So this might be over.
Reese is pondering his options. I don't know if he has any good ones here.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Like even 3 blockers won't help him.
No, not
yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
Well, Reese could Toxic Fog.
Yeah, Toxic Fog. Well, he Toxic Fog plays a blocker, but then he gets another Scamp. So it's still not enough.
That's true.
Yeah, it's still not enough.
There's no good way around this. Way this will be game 2.
Yeah. But Reese is going to make sure. Oh, nope. He just knows he has no outs. All right, so Jimmy takes game 1. And he just shows off his shields anyway.
Bad shield zone.
Yeah. I think Jimmy only plays 9 Shield Blasts, and every time he always has at least 2.
Those 2 Star Spark Blasts are going to cause some problems, I can tell.
Yep. And it looks like Jimmy's 1 game away from winning this ARG Circuit Series for KAIJUDO.
Reese is probably wishing that Bottle wasn't banned right now.
Yeah. How do you feel about Bottle being banned? Let's talk about this while we're shuffling.
Bottle's an interesting card, but I feel it holds him back development-wise.
Exactly, yeah. It causes him not to be able to create, like, really big creatures.
They're kind of experimenting with it and putting in more Bottle-esque effects. Like, you've got, I believe it's Magaria now, who she comes into play, you flip 3, and then you shuffle between those. So it's not the extreme blowout that
he won.
Bottle Haven can cause.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed when I went to one of the KMCs, it was literally like 3 turns just passing and playing Bottle. All they did is play Bottle. Like it just took away. You didn't even play KAIJUDO. It was just a game of shuffling your deck and flipping up top card. That you don't. It took away the aspect of actually playing the game and tapping mana and having mana.
Yeah. Well. And Bottle of Wishes, while it does add variance to the game, it's not a good variance.
Yeah.
You need to have a little something expected.
All right, my guess is Reese is going to be going first to help him ramp up as fast as possible.
I believe that is accurate. Or if anything, get to his blockers down first.
Yeah, Necros goes in mana. Looks like Jimmy has Homunculon. What else? I can't really tell.
Homunculon, there might be a Blinder Beetle Prime in there.
Homunculon turn 1 in mana is like the best thing to do in the Mega Bug deck. Everyone seems to do it because you unlock Light and Nature and you're able to play. You can put Stratus Beetle out turn 2 or any of your turn 2 Mega Bugs. And there, to speak of it, there's Stratus Beetle.
You called that one.
Yep.
He charges Blinder Beetle Prime.
And Reese has 2 Necros down in mana, now a Root Trap. And I'm guessing that's, let's see, how much did he tap his mana? No. My guess, Retriever? Oh, no, or Group.
Goop Striker.
Goop Striker.
He's looking to get some revenge here.
It's good. It's a Slayer, and when it's banished, it goes to mana. So it's a pretty good card.
Trades 1 for 1, accelerates them. Definitely helps Reese out there.
Jimmy puts down the sword horn instead of playing it. He's debating doing another Stratus Beetle, it looks like. Or a Lemon.
Dropping Lemon. Well, he used the Lemon to block. So if he's going to give his opponent mana, he's going to collect some himself.
Yep, they'll both go up mana.
Reese is charging Keeper Flaws.
That's a good move, because that card's not going to help him that much against Megabugs.
Looks like Reese is holding a Ripper Reaper. I believe the cost on that one is 5.
Yep, that's 5.
So we might be seeing that one soon.
Mesmerize. That's really good. Let's see, what does Jimmy have? Not sure.
Jimmy
Up there is Stratus Beetle, Homunculon, and Prime, and he discarded the Prime.
That's a pretty good call for Reese.
Yep, there you go. He blocks it. He almost didn't do it. So it looks like Jimmy has a Homunculon and Stratus Beetle, if I looked at it correctly. And then he drew a card for his turn. He puts down the Stratus Beetle and plays. Oh, drew a mana tick for his turn. Let's see what he gets. He gets another tick.
It appeared that Jaime had Jamie had a Homunculon in hand as well.
Mm-hmm.
Pop a shield.
And Sprout. Yeah. All right. Reese is getting up to his mana. I believe he has, so let's see, he's going to 6, I believe. No, he's going to 7. Going to 7 mana. He's getting really close. He's also using copies of Suffocate and Vile Malvictus. So that really helps him against this matchup.
Vile Malvictus is definitely a bad day for Jamie.
Yeah, that's how my one lost in Swiss with Reese, and he used that to wipe my board.
He played a Wild Strider Ramnoth. He put the die on top of his deck to remind himself of the trigger.
Mm-hmm. My guess is Jimmy will play the Mana Tick and hope to hit something. Mana Tick, and he looks like he's Mana Pod Beetle as well.
He's got a Homunculon. He could...
I don't think a Homunculon will do much for him right now against the Ramnoth.
No.
No, he puts the Mana Pod Beetle in the Mana. Plays Mana Tick. Oh, Edge of Queen.
There it is. Chose Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Reese knows what's coming.
And I think no matter what Reese does,
Off trigger.
this turn he's going to have to face down that Hive Queen since Jimmy has 3 baits out already.
Reese is sitting at 8.
Yep. Oh, Suffocate. Never mind. I spoke too soon. I forgot. Yep, the Hive Queen's not going to be coming out next turn.
Nope. There goes the board.
And now that Reese has gotten, he's about to get to turn 9, I think it's going to shift in his favor this game.
Reese did not charge a mana that turn.
That probably means he has Andromeda in his hand. He's waiting to play it next turn.
Yeah, he's... His hand is solid gold.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Jimmy's trying to hope to keep a Megabug out there to play the Hive Queen. And it looks like, did Reese forget the Ramnoth ability?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So
Reap and Sow.
There's Reap and Sow. Charge Storm Spark. Reese is not feeling good about that one.
For y'all just joining us, Reese has Ramnoth and can you tell what the other creature is? He's Ramnoth on his field.
Yeah. Is that a blocker?
Sorry about the glare. It's really bad. It's bad for us too. And Jimmy
trapped the Ramnoth.
I don't know if that was the right move, because now if Reese plays Andromeda, Jimmy will have no way to get rid of it. And we just played something. It was probably Vile Malvictus, because he put the Homunculon in the discard pile.
I believe that's correct.
Mm.
Reese is currently sitting at 10 mana, so everything in his deck is open for him, so now it's just top deck time.
It would probably be easier if he didn't use 59 cards to get cards he wanted.
This is true, but how is he going to get 10 cards into his mana zone?
Yeah. There must be a way to do it without 59 cards. There's Haven. And he drew the limit off of it.
Yep. Anything is possible. This does not look good for Jamie right now.
Yep. And Jimmy just plays the laws. Looks like it's going to be a game 3.
Think that is correct.
Yeah, and I know Reese likes to take his time, so we're probably going to do this for a while. Oh, two
Double
laws.
keeper.
So now Reese needs a Storm Spark. Oh, or Cassie. That works.
Cassiopeia is a pretty strong play.
Yep. All right.
So I think we're about to see Haven swing.
Mhm.
Here comes the trigger. Does he have a blocker in hand? No.
Yeah. Let's see if he...
He went ahead and took out the Keeper of Laws because Haven bumped up his smaller creatures just enough.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy plays Piercing Judgment.
He will not be able to target the Haven.
I think all the creatures have enter the battle zone effects except for the blockers. So I don't think there's not going to be anything good he can bounce back.
He may be returning Cassiopeia. If he's thinking about bouncing a blocker, it's just another thing that might pop out with Haven.
He's bouncing the Vile Malvictus back to his hand. And hopefully Reese will swing in this turn, and unless he has Storm Spark, he should be able to win.
Grudge Weaver, or Grudge Weaver, Ripper Weaver.
And just to discard the second Hive Queen out of his hand. Oh no, that was the first Hive Queen from a long time ago.
Jamie's got to try and rely on top deck or the
triple
Shield
breaks
Blast.
with the Cassiopeia, and
well, you know,
he had them just at the wrong time.
Yep.
He had two. He had both Storm Sparks in there. Again, in the game 1, he also had 2 Storm Sparks in his shields.
It's very fortunate.
Yeah.
That is not what Jamie wants.
Mm-mm. The best bet is if Jamie can play like 3 creatures and then Reese attack him and have a third Storm Spark. That's the only way that Jamie can pull out of this one, I think.
You know, potentially he could Manitic. Not Manitic. The Megabug that hunts for more Megabugs?
Yeah, Mantic.
Manitic. Hive Queen. Potentially see if you can get another attacker.
Yeah, but even that won't be enough because he has 3 shields.
In all likelihood, one of them is probably a Shield Blast. Jamie's holding Osaka.
Puts the second Storm Spark down. Not sure if that was the right play for Jamie. Well, he only smug on Rusalka, but he just gave Reese the information that Jamie only has 1 Storm Spark left.
Yep.
And instead of holding onto it, and he could use that Storm Spark against the Haven if somehow he's able to get enough board presence to win.
Yeah, because you're not going to tap that Haven otherwise.
Yeah, so that wasn't the greatest move, but Jamie's holding on by a thread anyway. Yep, there's the Vile Malvictus to banish everything. And the third Storm Spark? Nope.
Yep, there we go.
All right, Reese wins game 2. We're on to game 3. Another interesting thing is I believe Jimmy's only using 2 Hive Queens and 3 Blinder Beetle Prime in his Megabug deck. So it's like a Megabug Enforcer Tempo deck.
That Megabug tempo. It's pretty darn strong. Got me just like it got you.
Yep. And Reese is also he's using so many ramp cards, like the Goop Striker. He's using Obsidian Death, and he actually pulled Obsidian Death off against me, and that was really interesting. I've never seen anyone really use that card because it's viewed as really slow.
Obsidian Death's pretty strong, especially if you're using other creatures like Ripper Reaper and Grudge Weaver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, against me, he had the Mad Watcher, and then he played Obsidian Death, and next turn he Ripper Reaper the Mad Watcher, got mana, I discarded a card in my hand, and lost a creature.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you can get the right setup, it's really good.
Obsidian, that's pretty underrated. For as much green and ramp that Reese has, I'm surprised he doesn't run a Kurigar.
Yeah, I'm sure he has the rim for it.
Yep.
59.
You know what? Why not take it to 60?
Yeah, you might as well just throw one Cougar, make it 60. Nice number. All right, we're going to game 3, and Jimmy's probably going to go first, and hopefully he gets his progression, and he's able to beat him before turn 9.
Jaime is probably going to elect to go first here. I don't think he was very fond of how that last match went.
And part of Reese's deck that hurts him, he doesn't use any, Mad Watch is a skirmisher, but outside that, all his blockers can't attack. Well, I guess Lemon can, but I don't know, like Grudge Reaver, cards like that, the blockers, they hurt because they can't fight back, so if they just tap them, they can't do anything.
It's merely stall tactics.
Yeah, and Jimmy got the turn 2 Cyber Scams, that's really good.
That's going to be tough to deal with. Charge Root Trap.
And Reese did not have a turn 2 Grudge Reaver. He has
Comes the Scamp.
Stratus Beetle.
He's got a Shield Blast. He's not going to use it.
Reese really needs a blocker right now.
That the shield that was hit was the Stormspark Blast.
Not sure which blocker he has, but he got one.
I believe it's a Full Metal Lemon.
Okay. It's just what he needed, and hopefully it'll stall Jimmy long enough for Reese to gain momentum.
Reese is at 4 mana.
All those Shield Blasts and his mana.
He's going with another blocker.
That's the Grudge Reaver.
That'll slow Jaime down just a little bit. We'll see if he rolls Hakas and bounces one of them.
Looks like he has a Homunculon and a Mana Tick and a Hive Queen in his hand, so things are about to get pretty interesting in the next couple turns. I think the right play is to put Homunculon down and play Mana Tick. That way he maintains his hand advantage and avoids getting Ripper Reaper next turn and losing the Queen.
Yeah, he's
Let's see if he does that. Because if he doesn't play the Mana Tick and he puts mana down and plays a card, he'll lose the Hive Queen because Reese might Ripper Reaper next turn. And he does that play, and he gets the Mana Tick. And hopefully he does not whiff. And that's awful.
That is a whiff. Maybe we'll see a Toxic Fog here pretty soon.
Yeah, Toxic Fog or Ripper Reaper will put Jimmy in a really bad position. Uh-oh, his Ripper Reaper. Yeah, because they put the Mesmerize down.
Here comes Ripper Reaper.
And
so he's got to kill a creature, and
there
now
goes
he's got to lose a card. There goes Hive Queen. Yep.
It was really important for Jimmy not to whiff, and odds favor.
Where the game is going right now definitely favors Reese. The longer the game goes.
Another Mad Watcher. And a Lemon.
It's important to note, he played the Mad Watcher and charged a Sprout.
And there's Suffocate, and that pretty much gave it all up. And Jaime will get a Cyber Scamp, but he just lost 3 creatures, so. And Jaime also has no cards in hand, so it's not looking good for him.
Still has the opportunity to try and build more mana, maybe get the Hive Queen down on the
Jaime's only using 2 Hive Queens, so he only has 1 left. So.
Not very good odds.
Yeah. And he doesn't have any Mega Buds right now. You can get a Prime. Prime would be really good. Because Lemon's an Enforcer.
Yes.
Prime would be the best thing for him to get right now.
He's got the mana for it.
That would be like the only saving grace for him.
Oh, that's fine. This is your phone.
See, he gets a Finbar and decides to put it down. Probably because Reese would have a way to discard it. Like
He's got the Mad Watcher there, so he'd have an opportunity to discard it. He could just as easily start attacking. If Jaime blocks whatsoever, he can just run Mad Watcher at it.
That's what I need to go get. I need to go buy Duality.
It's weird when you look at decks between control and aggro. aggroes all their plays at the beginning, and then control, all they do is just stall out until like turn 10, and that's the only strategy they really have. It's
Yeah.
good to have a deck that has both early and late game in it. If you only have one, then it's very lopsided.
Jaime was able to piercing judgment and get rid of the Mad Watcher. And they're going to trade lemons.
I know faggotry when I see it. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. Oh, it's KAIJUDO. Never mind. I don't apologize.
All right, Jimmy attempts to break 2 shields, and there's the
Ah,
Andromeda.
there's Andromeda.
Yeah, it's
This
just a
is-
matter of time.
Yeah, this game is foregone conclusion. No, not really. It's going to be over.
I don't say that's the Haven.
No, that's
no.
Magaria.
Oh, Magaria. Oh, I didn't even know he used that card. I haven't seen that.
No, it's
Oh.
Kalima. We are
Oh.
both wrong.
Okay.
One day, one of us will see this card.
Yeah. It
That,
was,
that explains why creatures died.
using Klima, I don't know. I wonder how much he hits it. He did against me, but only hit 1 darkness card. Yeah, having Klima and Andromeda out there, pretty good for Reese.
The good news is he didn't miss on that mana bug.
Another Mad Watcher, and
Here comes Andromeda.
yep, Reese side's swinging. He probably should have attacked with the Kalima first. Well,
Yeah, to get the trigger, because he
yeah.
could pull back Cassiopeia,
I
and that's
understand. He
probably
probably
win
went high
it.
with Andromeda because he wanted to keep Andromeda out there to get the off-strike ability. But I don't know. It's either or.
At this point, I
And this one time, Jamie does not have any Shield Blast, and
that's
Reese
it.
wins.
Good game.
Reese was the champion of the ARG Circuit Series in St. Louis. All right. We'll see you later.
Take care.